Welcome back, brother. Today we're going to be reviewing the movie Mojave, made in 2015, written and directed by William Monahan. It stars Oscar Isaac, Garrett Hedlund, and there's even an appearance by Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, there is. I love this movie.
This movie's great. Yeah, we always tell people, "Oh, I love this movie. I love this movie." But
just to get that out of the way, I love this movie.
Okay, we both love this movie.
Yes.
But let's get to the point. Let's explain why we love this movie so much.
Yes.
The movie immediately opens up with this quote unquote, this is what they said, this is the way they describe him, down and out artist
yes.
or whatever. But he's really, what he is he's an actor. Okay, the guy's a
famous actor.
Yes. It's already been established in the beginning of the film that he's a famous actor. He's kind of like, woe is me kind of dude, you know. So he goes out and drives out.
He's depressed.
Yeah, he's obviously depressed.
He is depressed.
Something's bugging him.
Yeah.
But it's not.
He wants to find himself in the desert.
Apparently, he drives out in the middle of the
thing.
desert. Apparently, driving out in the middle of the desert is a thing.
It is.
And then somehow you're going to find yourself.
Yes.
Excuse me, but in this case, instead of finding himself, he winds up finding a desert rat in the middle of nowhere in the Mojave Desert, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming this is out in California. I'm not exactly sure where this is at.
Yes.
Okay, so in the Mojave Desert in California, and he comes across, we're getting ahead of ourselves. He drives out into the middle of the desert, okay, to find himself,
yes.
right? And it immediately appears as though he wrecks the Jeep on purpose for whatever reason, right?
Right. And that was weird.
I thought that
he
was
driving very recklessly,
right,
and there's not talking. It's just a lot of
gas,
scenes.
brother, come gas.
You know,
right.
he's writing the note, he's leaving it, he's going out. You're like, what is he doing? Where is he going? He gets
it's
in
too
the
late,
Jeep
brother.
and
So
he
which one of
goes
us is a sociopath?
the desert, and all of a sudden, the way he's driving, it's inevitable that he's going to wreck.
Right, because he's driving recklessly.
Very poorly.
Very poorly.
Mm-hmm.
The guy winds up wrecking the Jeep.
Yes.
And then he sets up a campfire.
Right.
Sets up a campfire. He's chilling,
Because he's gonna find himself.
Right. He's having coffee. Yeah. He's making pancakes. Whatever the hell he was doing. I don't know. He was making breakfast.
I think.
Oh, it was beans.
I don't know.
I thought it was pancakes.
I don't know.
Beans. He was eating beans. Good old
Western pancakes.
Right. Good old Western style.
Yes.
So anyhow, he's chilling at the campfire, and then all of a sudden, this creepy dude comes out of nowhere. He's like,
yeah.
Hey, brother, you're making coffee. That's exactly what he sounds like.
And the word brother never stops. That is the beginning of the word brother to be used more times in a film than I've ever seen before. I do believe nobody has ever used the word brother this much.
To be or not to be, brother.
I also believe this is the first film where someone came very close to sounding like Hulk Hogan. Only wasn't Hulk Hogan.
Come on, brother.
So,
well, and we have to say this because Oscar Isaac, who is the desert rat, the creepy guy, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job.
He is phenomenal. I did not recognize him at first.
Right.
I truly did not with that long, shaggy...
Well, he was in Star Wars. He played that...
Well, yeah,
so,
but he's been in a lot of things.
Yes.
He is a phenomenal actor that if I'm correct, they're using him more and more.
Yes.
In things, but he's not allowing them to kind of pigeonhole him.
Right.
He's doing a lot of
versatile roles. Yes,
he is phenomenal.
And that is to his credit in this movie. He does a fantastic job playing this creepy desert rat dude
with that voice.
Right. So anyhow, they have a bit of a disagreement, for lack of a better term.
Yes.
Around the campfire, and so the actor gets away.
Oh
basically.
Man, nothing's that easy.
And,
he basically assaults him.
Well, babe, we don't want to give too much away.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm just saying he assaults him after all this very weird, strange dialogue.
Yeah, after he's like, "Oh, your beans smell good, brother. Can I have some coffee?"
He's like, there's a lot of interaction going on, and I don't think it gives away a lot to say that he assaults him, and because it kind of hit me out of nowhere.
Yes.
Like, what? Wait a minute. I just heard everything they said, and I'm kind of confused.
Yeah.
What is going on? And there's a lot of dialogue, and you're not really sure what's going on.
What's transpiring.
So then when the assault happens, it's almost like I almost felt like I got hit. Like, what? What just happened? You know?
And by the way, this fight scene was fantastic. It was really good. Very well executed. So anyhow, they have this altercation, gets assaulted or whatever, and the actor takes off. You know, this famous guy, takes off, and the creepy dude follows him, figures out where he lives.
Yes.
Internet is
And
a
that's
pain in the
just
ass,
the
bro.
beginning. You know, I was...
and that's kind of where we have to stop it
Yes.
with what we tell them.
Yes.
You know, but again, it's because of that assault, why I brought it up,
Right.
why he follows him.
Because the motive is set.
Yes,
like,
now there's motivation
Yeah.
to, you can't just like knock me out and go away like that,
Right.
you know.
You can't just be beyond
you
me
just
like
do
that.
that, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like that's that straw. You know, that was the moment that let everything else that happens.
And we cannot forget to mention that not only does an altercation transpire, but the desert rat guy, whatever his name is,
He's a serial killer.
Character?
Jack.
Jack. He plays Jack. Okay, the name of
Yes.
the character is Jack. Okay, so Jack sets up the actor plays Thomas.
Yes,
Isn't that his name?
that's
Thomas.
his
Okay,
name, Thomas.
so Jack sets up Thomas. Okay, he sets up Thomas in the desert to where he basically does something very illegal, and he screws himself. So what is beautiful about this whole storyline, this whole setup, is it's very much like a Western. I think you and I both agree. It's very much like a Western.
It has a Western feel. You could have totally put this in cowboys and horses, and I would have loved it.
Right. Well,
I would have been.
So it's definitely a Western, but in modern
It is.
times.
It's a modern Western.
Set in Hollywood, right?
Instead of horses, there's
right.
cars.
Exactly. So there's that whole,
Yes.
the whole setup like a Western, much like a Western.
Yeah.
There's the protagonist, there's the antagonist, and then there's the, motivation of the character, like the whole drive of the character as
Yes.
to why, he's going after this actor.
Right.
And a whole bunch of stuff transpires.
It does.
We even have
It's exciting.
Right, and we even have a cameo from Mark Wahlberg, which is always welcome. I love Mark Wahlberg.
Well,
He's
I think he was a little bit more than a cameo, tiny bit more. He was,
Right, yeah.
him and Walton Goggins from Justified. They both have these tiny parts, which they're like a little bit more than a cameo. Yes, they are a cameo,
yes.
And but they're great.
Supporting roles.
They are. They're. But when they're on screen, they're great. Both of them.
Yes.
They are so worth watching.
They light up the screen nicely.
They do.
They got a lot of really quick, witted dialogue, really snappy dialogue, and you just got to see this film. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got the grit, it's got the action, it's got the excitement, and it has the really clever dialogue, which we both really enjoyed.
I love it. I love westerns.
Yep.
You and I totally love
Let's
westerns.
have a drink, brother.
And this
Saving
had
the cash
that
for
western
exigencies,
feel, like
brother.
you said.
No idea,
And,
brother. We'll have water, brother.
I loved it. The outside of the word brother being used incessantly,
Right.
I loved it. I
Right.
love the characters, and for the females that might want to see this, Garrett Hedlund is kind of like a knockoff Charlie Hunnam.
This is
From
true.
Sons of Anarchy.
He totally looks
He
like him.
totally looks like him.
You can pass for
It's
his
not
brother.
him. For all of you chicks that go, oh my God, that's from Sons. No, it is not. He looks just like him.
He's a clone. He's a clone.
He
He's
is.
Totally a clone.
He's a low rent Charlie Hunnam.
Well, no, that's not fair because
It's not fair because he's so good.
He does a great job.
Yes,
he does a good job playing the role.
He does. He looks just like Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
I mean, and I thought that it was Charlie Hunnam.
Right, at first we did.
And I do think a lot of females will see him and go, oh, that's the guy from Sons of Anarchy. That's why I say that.
Right.
Because it is not him, but he is just as adorable.
And it's like, wrong! It's Brand X Charlie Hunnam.
Yes, he's the just the
He's the
slightly-
knockoff.
He's the knockoff
of
version
Charlie.
of Charlie Hunnam.
Exactly. The poor
But
man's
he
Charlie.
delivers, and he's phenomenal. And I love this. I don't know how this movie got past us.
Right? Very rarely do movies like this fall under our radar.
Probably because it wasn't a straight up Western, but it had the Western vibe and
Right.
feel. And it wasn't a big budget. It was an independent film, so it did kind of skirt
That
on
may have
past us.
had something to do with it. Maybe it was just they just didn't have the advertising
And
budget
maybe
for
they
it,
didn't, but oh my gosh.
Especially being made back in 2015.
Yes.
But can we say that ultimately, I mean, with all the surprises and everything that goes on in this film,
yes,
they wrap it up. They do a fantastic job of wrapping it up nicely
in a bow,
right? And the conclusion. I mean, you've got to see this film because the ending alone is like it totally catches you off guard. Like, whoa! I did not see that coming. It was like,
and then you're like, yes,
yeah. But at the same time, you're like, yeah, yes. That's the like because the entire time I'm watching the movie, right, we're thinking, well, what would we do, or what would I do, or like how would I handle this, you know?
As everybody does,
right?
When they watch
and
the film. I wouldn't do that.
And you and I had that little bit of a disagreement where we're like, I wouldn't kill somebody. That's like, well, yeah, but look at what he has to deal with, and and if you don't kill him, then he's going to come after you, and then he's going to kill you and your family. And
because I said I would kill him.
Right. She automatically.
And he's like, but why? And I'm like, because people are crazy. It's so true.
Do you see what I have to deal with?
Yes, it's true. It's true. Don't say it's not. What was I not right?
Well, yeah, you were right.
See, I was right.
In this situation, she was right.
I was right.
You know, but
he went all kinds of crazy.
Like I said, when you see this film, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe that, or I would have done this, or no, dude, you better do that, or you know, it's like it's a really engaging story. They did a fantastic job.
Yes.
The director obviously nailed it. He wrote it. He directed it.
I love the writing.
Yeah, and it's just
mwah. It was
beautiful.
It was phenomenal. Yep. Independent filmmaking, like with a low budget, but oh my God, they pulled it off so great.
So kudos to everybody for doing a fantastic job.
From the director, writer, all the actors, spot on.
We have to own it. Because of this, we have to own it now. We have to own a copy.
Because we don't. And I am embarrassed to have done this review and not be able to show you the case because we have to have this film.
Well, sometimes it happens. We don't have the budget for that.
I know.
You know, sometimes we don't have the money, and you know.
Sometimes we got to rent them on VOD, and that's what we did. And oh my God, I loved it.
Now we know we have to own it.
I loved it. I did.
So anyhow, thank you all for tuning in for this review of Mojave. Definitely check it out. You won't be disappointed.
Because the end's worth it.
Yep.
The end's worth it.
The end alone. Hold out to the end.
Yes.
At the very least, man. The ending will completely blow you away.
Yes.
Seriously. Like, you got to see it.
Great film.
So, don't forget to like our page. Please subscribe. And
leave your comments below, good or bad. We're okay with both.
Share with everyone, please.
Share it. And we'll see you guys next week.